Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow.
Ghetto cafe in the building, steam rising from the stove. We switching lanes, they don't want it, they just pose for the smoke. If it's about that coffee, we got the roast and the toast. Shots fired from the French press, let it drip slow and boast. Mornings on the west, sun low, but the grind stay woke. Ghetto cafe, steam in the breeze. Cruising through dreams with a mug and some peace. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves.
Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow.
Ghetto cafe in the building, steam rising.
What's up, my good people? This is the Wake Up Show, Coffee with Rios, #1 morning show in the whole wide world. Craig, what's going down? We got the Ghetto Cafe, the coffee crew, the early crew in the building. Shout out to y'all, man. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend, but we up in here doing our thing, man. It's Monday. The weekend's over, starting a new week. Let's get it going, man. Let's be inspired. Let's be motivated to be great. Let's continue to do our thing. Get your coffee, get your tea, everything you need. Get your water, your smoothie, your juice, you smoke that. Put it in the air. Whatever your morning routine is, get it going. We all adults here, man. We all grown. We all mature. We all adults here, man. No judgment. Get it done how you get it done. Just get it done, man. We're not worried about how. Get it done, man. What day is it today? Oh, it's Colonizer Day today? Happy, what is it? Oh, it's Columbus Day today. It's Indigenous People Day today. Is that what they calling it? What is today's holiday called? What is today's holiday called? Are they still calling it Columbus Day or is it Indigenous People Day? Let's see. Tafashe, what's going on? Sexy Day, Sunny Godfrey, True Feel. Today is a U.S. federal holiday, Columbus Day, which is also widely recognized as, so it's still considered Columbus Day. I thought they got rid of that. I think Trump brought it back, huh? Trump brought it back? Trump brought that shit back. Columbus Day, slave owner. I want to get in on. Do I want to go in on Columbus and his racist slave owning ass, lion ass Columbus? How this fool got a holiday? We landed on in the wrong place. Landed in the wrong damn place. How he got a holiday? But let's go ahead before we get started. Let's give thanks to God. God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. All glory to God. Just got to get that out the way and let them know that we understand today as a blessing. Every day that we wake up is a blessing. Every day we wake up is a blessing from God. Every day we're able to get up out the bed, go out into this world and make an impact on somebody else's life is always a blessing. Every breath we take is a blessing. There's people who aren't waking up today, people who didn't wake up today. We know we have loved ones that aren't here. You know what I mean? So let's take advantage of every opportunity that God gives us to be great, to be positive, and to be productive. The colonizer who started it all lied and said he was the first one. He wasn't even the first one here. Africans have been coming here. Man, I'm not even going to get... They've been coming here way before. He wasn't the first person on a boat to land in the United States, in the Americas. The indigenous people told him, like, yeah, nah, we got this from the people that came. They were super dark skinned. They had all this gold and all this stuff, and they gave us this. They gave us this arrow. It's documented. It's documented. Indigenous People Day. I'm going to just call it Indigenous People Day. Indigenous People Day. Whack. I thought that was gone. Oh. Let's go. Who watched the Tiger movie? Who watched the Tiger movie? JC007? I've been trying to tell people for the longest. I've been trying to tell. I've been telling people for the longest. The Tiger is the coldest movie out. JC007, man. Just tell the people. Tell them what you think about the movie. Tell them what you think about the movie, man. Don't sugarcoat it. Don't play. Don't sugarcoat it. Don't play. What did you think about the Tiger? Ain't got time to play no games, man. Hey, they not gonna know what we talking about. Already platinum. It's the coldest movie out, man. It's the best movie out. It has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. It has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. I've been telling the Ghetto Cafe to watch the movie, but the Ghetto Cafe is just stubborn, man. Just like Manny, just like Fred, just like Pun. They didn't want to watch the movie, but they missing out. Let me see. Let me pull it up for you. You see that right there in that corner right there? You see Rotten Tomatoes? 100%. Nah, JC, he didn't watch it. He didn't watch it. If he thinks it was a Tubi movie, because there's no Tubi movie with that good of graphics on there. I wish I could watch the trailer, but I already got demonetized for watching this before. If you think it's a Tubi movie, you definitely out of your mind. No, it's not in theaters, Hawk. It's not in theaters. You have to watch it on it's on YouTube TV. It's on Tubi for free. So if you have Tubi, Amazon Prime is free. Zumo is free. If you have Tubi, Amazon Prime, Plex, those are all free. Go watch it. I'm telling you, go watch it right now. Yeah, I saw The Outsider with Jared Leto. Oh, let me turn this damn TV off real quick. Hold on. Pops, I got you. Okay. Yeah, I seen that, man. That shit is cold with Jared Leto. It was a vicious movie, but it ain't got nothing on the Tiger. It ain't got nothing on the Tiger. My bad. I gotta get these kids places. I got stuff happening. So I would suggest go watch that. Let's get out of that. Let's go from that. So let's get to what's going on in the world, man. Nobody's really been talking about LeBron James coming back to the Lakers. I don't know if it's like a Los Angeles hate thing, but y'all ain't been talking about LeBron coming back to the Lakers. Are the Lakers on their way to a championship? Lakers on their way to a championship run? Are the Lakers on their way? Already platinum. You better watch it too. And be honest when you watch the movie. Be honest. LeBron didn't retire. He's coming back. The Lakers got a big man. They got DeAndre Ayton. Am I tripping? Don't forget, we got the coldest white boy. We got the coldest Luka. Revamped. Lakers is revamped, is what they saying, man. Oh. New ownership. This year is the year. So this is why I say it. This is why I say it, because it always be some like behind the scenes, like theater shit that's like already set up, it's scripted. They got a new ownership. The Buses sold the Lakers organization. They sold the franchise. LeBron decides to come back. They get DeAndre Ayton. They got Luka. Is it scripted for them to make a run so that it has a good look? They got a new locker room. They got new DeAndre Ayton. You know what I mean? Like, is this set up for the Lakers to make a run? Lakers should trade LeBron. For what? For 1 year? LeBron's contract is up this year. Let me see. LeBron's contract extension. What y'all think about this? What did y'all think about this shit? LeBron's, because he did the decision. His contract extension did not sign a contract extension in 2025. Instead, he exercised his $52.6 million player option for 2025-26 season, which keeps him under contract. Who's going to trade for that? Like somebody say you should trade LeBron. Who's going to trade to pick up a $52.6 million contract for 2025-26 season? Who in their right mind is going for that? What? Who is even worth that? You just want to get some seats filled at your stadium? $52 million? People was mad at LeBron for picking that that player option. They said, oh, he's not a team player. He didn't take the deal so the team could get better players or whatever. He took the full amount. Shame on him. Shame on LeBron. Like, what? Go get your money. Get your money. That's my advice to anybody that's playing a sport, that's putting their shit on the line. If you have a contract and you have a option to make more money for that team, make them more money. Why do you gotta sacrifice and jeopardize a full contract or $52 million? What is the owners? What are they jeopardizing? What are they sacrificing? They not taking smaller pay cuts. We always want the player to take a cut. Like, oh, you didn't take a team-friendly deal. You didn't take a team-friendly deal. Team-friendly deal? Nigga, I'm trying to feed my family. This is my contract. If y'all worried about team-friendly, stop paying the CEO so much. Give the other players on the team, give them a part of the ticket sales in. If you so worried about money and what I'm deciding to do. Who can replace LeBron? There's a lot of people that could, not a lot of people. There's not a lot of people that can replace LeBron, but there's a lot of talent out there. There's a lot of talent out in the field. But who wants to pick up a $52 million contract for 1 year? Unless you're just going to do a retirement tour or whatever, unless Miami might want to pick it up and do his retirement in Miami or some shit. But don't forget, isn't Bronny is still with the Lakers? Oh, no, he's no longer. Oh, but he's with the South Bay Lakers, the NBA G League. Okay. So Bronny is in the G League, officially in the G League with South Bay Lakers, Lakers NBA G League affiliate. Okay, of August, starting August, officially. James will no longer play with Bronny on the Lakers. Damn. Okay. Whatever. I guarantee he's gonna come back up. Guarantee he's gonna come back up. He's gonna bounce back up. Yeah, Lakers is gonna be a problem this year. New practice facility. I'm just saying it. It's set up, y'all. Don't be surprised if the Lakers make a deep run into the playoffs, conference finals type shit. New ownership, got some new players. I'm telling y'all know Rios be reading this stuff. Like, I be reading into stuff. I be seeing the play before it happens. LeBron coming back for $52 million is gonna make it worth it. Imagine having your retirement tour on a successful season that goes deep into the playoffs or maybe even into the championship. What if that shit does happen? Cali Bags, what's up? What if that does happen? And then he retires as like one of the greatest to ever do it. Am I tripping? Or is that what the setup is, y'all? Because it's some heat out there right now in the NBA. In the NBA gonna be cold. This is one of the first seasons that I've been looking forward to the NBA. I kind of been cool on the NBA lately. And the other thing that fits into the script is this dude right here, man. This dude, the complexion and this complexion. You don't think they want that? You don't think they want that? Number 15 and 77 balling with LeBron. New young coach. Storyline is there. Like, oh, first time coaching, second year, already went to the. I can see it play out right now. I can see it playing out right now. Y'all want to put some money on it? Who wants to make a bet? Rockets is legit, but you got to think about the teams that have motivation for them to win the championship. Why would the league want this team to win the championship? What benefit is it to the league if this team wins the championship? What's the benefit? What do they accumulate? What do they gain with the Rockets if the Rockets win the championship? We got to start looking at it now like it's all business. This sports shit is all business. Yeah, maybe they don't pick the exact team that's going to win, but it's always like with the team that wins or the team that's getting the pub or getting the attention is beneficial for the whole league and for these owners to make as much money as possible. I'll put some money on it right now. No joke, money on it. They got DeAndre Ayton, who's a credible big man, which is what they needed last year. What hurt the Lakers last year? No big man. LeBron having to play center, having to do this, stick the big man on the got this old fool stick in the center, running all around. Nah, man. Already platinum, that's not enough. Boosting another team into franchise popularity, Rockets, nah, man. That ain't gonna do much for them. Hold on, let me look. Let me see. Let me look at the Rockets lineup. Nope. And that's not it. That's not enough. You're not bringing enough bread to the table. That's not bringing nobody to the stadium. That ain't bringing nobody nowhere. It's the Lakers, man. It's the Lakers. For sure. It's either the Knicks, the Lakers, the Celtics. I'm going to throw the Mavericks in there. The Mavericks, the Warriors. I'm not really fucking with the East Coast like that much in the NBA. I got the Celtics. I got the Knicks. You know, the Pacers was doing their thing last year, but it's a selective few, and I'm telling you, they're pushing the Lakers to the forefront. The Knicks is going to be pushed to the forefront, too. They want the Knicks to get a championship. They want the Knicks in there. It's good for the NBA. It's good for the NBA. But, okay, so that's that. That's it with the Lakers. That's LeBron. LeBron is back. Nobody been talking about it because everybody hate on the Lakers. Everybody hate on Los Angeles. That's just what it is, man. It's just what it is. But I pulled up a video that was interesting to me.
Here, Mr. President, why don't you give him a pardon? Give him a pardon. Come on. Hey, I have an idea. Mr. President, why don't you give him a pardon? Give him a pardon. Come on. Hey, I have an idea. By the way, that was not in the speeches, you probably know. But I happen to like this gentleman right over here, and it just seems to make so much sense. You know, whether we like it or not, this has been one of the greatest wartime presidents. This has been one of the greatest wartime presidents. And cigars and champagne, who the hell cares about that? By the way, that was not in the speech, as you probably know. But I happen to like this gentleman right over here, and it just seems to make so much sense. You know, whether we like it or not, this has been one of the greatest wartime.
War criminal. He's talking about wartime president. This fool went over to Israel parliament and told the president, why don't we just pardon this guy? Come on, man, let's pardon him. Somebody who is being... We watching this shit play out right in front of our face, you guys. Our president going out and to Israel and championing behind another person who is being accused of all kind of shit. You know what? Let's just go ahead and pardon him. Let's just go ahead and pardon this dude. Pardon him from what? I want you to express, what should we pardon him from? What should they pardon him from? What? What is it that they want to pardon him from? Bribery, fraud, war crimes. I'm telling you, he goes across the world, he go everywhere and acts like he's talking, like he's talking to his little homies. Like it's no, no standard, no nothing, no regulations. Hey man, it's my dude right here. Pardon him, cuz. Like I want to give him a pardon. We talking about the most powerful people in the world. The president, pardon this dude. That's pressure. When the president says something, I don't care if it's Trump, if it's Obama, if it's Biden. When the president says something and requests something, there's pressure and power behind that shit. Since the 50s, Bushido. Since the 50s. That shit is incredible. Even like if you even go to the point, like even if you even think about them having the replica of the Ark of the Covenant. The Ark of the Covenant was a replica of the Ark of the Covenant was at Mar-a-Lago for 8 months. For 9 months, the Ark of the Covenant, which is the seat of God's presence, right? Why is that shit at Mar-a-Lago? And even if it was a replica, if they're saying it's a replica, why is it at Mar-a-Lago? Why did they crown this fool? What crown did they give this fool? President Trump was gifted a silver Torah crown, Keter Jerusalem, or Crown of Jerusalem, by Orthodox Rabbi David Katz of Israel Heritage Foundation. The presentation occurred at Trump's golf club in Bedminster, New Jersey. In front of 150, the crown was an expression of gratitude for Trump's extraordinary, heroic efforts to help keep state. Let me see. Hey man, what is going on? What the hell is going on? There was another, they gave us something else. What is the other thing? I'm just like watching this theater play out in life. Like there's nothing we can do about it. There's nothing I can do about it, but laugh. Let me see. Hold on. Let me find it real quick. The Torah crown and the crown, okay, the crown of Jerusalem. The Torah crown and the crown of Jerusalem.
Okay, good. Thanks. Keep it. Thank you. Okay. Give thanks to Hashem for his work is good, his kindness endures forever. Presented to President Donald J. Trump for his extraordinary and heroic efforts. I like that very much. To help the state of Israel and the Jewish people. He and his family should be blessed eternally. From the Israel Heritage Foundation, July 10th, 2023. I want to thank you. Let me put it this way. If we don't win, Israel's in big trouble. I really do. I mean it. Israel's in big trouble. 100 more years. 100 more years. What is this, a test? The rabbis gave me a test.
Just kissing his ass. Kiss his ass. And the dangers of that, and like even the Ark of the Covenant, the dangers of that is like, even if they don't believe that they're like exalting him and putting mysticism behind the presidency, like, oh, he's protected. He's just vicinity and proximity to these powerful symbolisms, right? Like, oh, shoot. People will look at him and say, like, you know how we got crazy people out here, whatever. There's marginal people. They will look and be like, you know what? He's excused from all these accusations because he's just being crucified. He's just being attacked because he's this powerful person, because he's this, he's that. And the separation of church and state is no longer a thing. I just saw a group of kids bashing some Hindu dude because they're like, how can we elect you and you're not even Christian? Based off his religion, you're not even, we can't even and think of you being a leader for us because you're not Christian. What happened to the separation? This tattoo been around before any jail was ever created out here in California, or even before the word essay was even brought up. This is indigenous people of Puerto Rico, homie. Talking about in jail, blood in, blood out. Fuck jail, blood in, blood out. This is some real shit. Indigenous, original people, homie. Worried about your stupid shit. I'm black and I'm Puerto Rican. I ain't got to worry about what you got to worry about. Oh. Oh, he's this, he's that, he's got this. Shit is dangerous to me. Shit is, to me, is dangerous, and it's like right on the line of like the mysticism of the shit, like the mystics of that religion and shit, and connecting this fool to that. That's what connects the Zionists and the evangelicals, because they trying to push that fucking issue. They trying to push that narrative, and they want that imagery, the optics of that. Optics and narratives are so fucking powerful. My bad, hold on. And like using religion, that's the cold dangers of religion, right? Like using religion as a weapon or a tool to keep people captivated, to keep people hostage. They use religion to keep people hostage. And then behind closed doors, these people don't even truly support or believe the things that they're saying. Like, you don't even truly believe what you're talking about. You don't even truly believe in what you're saying. You're just presenting this to the people because you know the people are held hostage to the beliefs of that religion. And so you want them to exalt you and put you on a pedestal as if you're this larger than life person of power. It's the spiritual it's like a spiritual vacuum that allows people to like mistake charisma for calling. Like it's his calling. It's not just his charismatic and his charisma. It's his calling. This has been written. He's supposed to be here because this is what this says. So how do you question and go against somebody that you are exalting and putting in this position? You trade truth for spectacle. Like we're trading truth for spectacle. It's like a spectacle. And they're playing with it. They're playing games with it, man. Do y'all not remember how they used to say separate church and state for a reason? What up, Ivani Bunny? Bushido, what's up? Hey, okay, I'll pull that up. I'll pull that up. But I get, like, I'm not really, when he said that, like, so somebody said, how about Trump talking about he's not sure if he'll make it to heaven? Like, for a lot of people to make it to heaven, it's damn near impossible. You got to be, like, you know what I mean? Like, he probably was just being honest. Like, shit, I don't even know if I'm making it to heaven, but I've sacrificed for a lot. Let me pull the video up. Let's see.
A little cute. I don't think there's anything going to get me in heaven. Okay, I really don't. I think I'm not maybe heaven bound. I may be in heaven right now as we fly in Air Force One. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make heaven, but I've made life a lot better for a lot of people. And you know, as an example, had the election of 2020 not been rigged, you would have millions of people living just in Russia, Ukraine alone. That would have never happened, and it didn't happen for 4 years. And I knew Putin very well. It was the apple of his eye. All the things I've said would have never happened. We had an incompetent administration. We had an incompetent president. And because of a crooked election, millions of people are dead. And by the way, the Israeli thing was much harder to get settled because of the past administration. Okay? You know, I'm being...
So is that reality? Like is that reality him saying, like, you know what? I don't know if I'm going to make it to heaven. I don't know if I'm going to heaven, but I've helped a lot of people. He's saying like, oh, like he be bringing up that rigged election shit all the time. If I wouldn't have gotten, if the election wouldn't have been robbed, the war of Ukraine and Russia would not have happened. And millions of people would not have died. But you're the president right now, and they're still at war. You're the president right now. They're still at war right now. So are people not dying under you right now? You're blowing up boats, shooting boats in the ocean, saying that they drug dealers. Like, the hypocrisy is crazy. But I know why you ain't going. You're doing some atrocities. You're doing some shit that you don't want to be out there. Let's talk about being around young girls and that shit. You want to talk about that? And that's why? What's up with these Epstein files? What's up with that? I'm not sure if I'm getting into heaven. I was the apple of Putin's eye. No, he was the apple of your eye. You was in love with Putin when you was in office the first time. You was trying to do everything to be him. Shit is getting fishy in the light, man. Now we got the Israel-Gaza peace talk, the ceasefire peace talk. He's out there talking to the people. Now he's on going to speak to 24 other people in the Middle East. In Egypt, he's in Egypt trying to get that. Like, that's dope. You know what I mean? Like, but why does one person get, like, I don't know, man. Like, I might be being facetious. Most of them presidents ain't going to. If presidents, if you think a president ain't got some dirt on him, no president is clean and clear. No president. Like, let's just get that out your head. We need to get this like shit out of our head where, oh, it's just them, not us. We have to be critical of each side. Like if you are Democrat or if you are Republican, you're liberal, conservative, middle, alt-right, alt-left, far right, whatever it is, if you can't be critical of yourself and of your party, you're lost. You've already lost. If you can't criticize and say what's wrong with your party, they all got some shit wrong with them. They all got some shit wrong with them. But you can't admit to it. You can't talk about it. What's wrong with you? You can't give constructive criticism to your party, what your party did wrong. We can go through a list of things for both parties. We fighting for peace in these other countries. I'm happy. Don't get me wrong. I want peace in Gaza. I do. I want all that shit to end. All the babies that are starving and dying and this and that, people being killed, that's horrible. I'm glad that shit is possibly coming to a halt. But I'm still worried about the shit here in our country with this government shutdown and military families in food lines. Like I was just last week, I was talking about, I think that when there's a government shutdown, shouldn't elders, healthcare for elders, and shouldn't children being fed and things that children need, shouldn't that be off limits? I said those two things. But this week, I want to add something to it. Military families. A military member, a person that served in the military, they should never have to suffer because the government shut down because of what they did for us and what they put on the line for us, signing that dotted line and going and serving for their country. They should never, ever be a part of a political debate or a political leveraging. Oh, you know what? Let's shut that. They should never be on the chopping block. Children, military, people that serve in the military, children, and elders, they should all be protected. We're supposed to be the greatest country in the world. But because the people that we elect can't come to an agreement, so because of that, our soldiers suffer, their families suffer, children suffer, and elders suffer because of insurance. Because the people we elected can't come to an agreement, can't get to some common ground. How about every time the government shuts down, anytime the government shuts down, you know what? That'd be better. If the government shuts down, we take half of your salary. Or if the government shuts down, the people who are involved with the government shutting down, you don't get paid for the year because you didn't do your job. You didn't do your job. There should be a consequence for you guys not being bipartisan and coming together on some kind of agreement. Our military, our children, and our elders should never suffer with all the excess that we have in this country, all the support that we give to other countries, all the support that we hand out and ship out and money to other countries. Those three should never have to struggle because of y'all disagreement. You know how many government shutdowns there would be if we put a precedent on it where it's like, oh, if the government shuts down, you guys get y'all pay docked all year. For the whole year, you don't get paid. You don't get paid. Your medical insurance, you have no medical insurance, you don't have any pay, and your family don't have medical insurance. When you do a government shutdown, your whole family suffers for the year. I think that's great incentive for them not to shut the government down. You want to play games and tactics. And the longest government shutdown of 35 days was under Trump's last presidency. The crown of Israel, the holder of the silver crown of Israel, shut the government down for 35 days. And now he's saying people ain't gonna get back pay. They're not gonna get, when they get furloughed, the Democratic positions, those people, they're not gonna get paid. We're gonna cut them first. They're gonna be the first ones cut. So you're gonna beat the kid's ass because you don't like the dad? So you're gonna hold them, the people, the supporters hostage because you don't like the person that's making the decisions? Shit is crazy. Look at this shit.
Here, there is quite a bit of military members and their families in line because of this government shutdown. We're in day 9 of it, and they're here for a food pantry. There's all sorts of food that is available, and I spoke with some military member spouses, and I spoke with some department heads here at the ASYMCA on why this is so important. What's the difference in the amount of people that you've seen from today to previously?
So when we first started coming, there definitely wasn't this amount of people. It was a lot, but it wasn't this amount to where it wrapped around the building. But lately it has been a lot. Like, we were here last week and we were in line for like 2 hours.
In a normal week, we usually run out of food about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Last week, we ran out of food about 10:30.
As I take a step aside here, there is quite a bit of military members and their families in line because of this government shutdown. We're in day 9 of it, and they're here for a food pantry. There's all sorts of food that is available, and I spoke with some military member spouses, and I spoke with some department heads here.
Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But our military should never have to deal with that shit. Our children should never have to deal with not being able to have the food program at school. Elders should never be, senior citizens should never have to be worried about their medicine and what they're going to choose because their shit has been cut off. That should, like, looking at that, that should be disgraceful, shameful. Already platinum, I'm not worried about views. It's all good. And to do vertical, I think you have to do it on your phone. I'm cool like this. I'll look into it. I'm not gonna just say I'll shut it down. I'm not saying that. But I'm not really tripping off views like that. If they come, they come. If they don't, they don't. I'm more the messaging, you know. But I'm not against it. I don't know how to do it either on the computer. The real reason come out. Fuck all the other excuses. I don't know how to do that shit either. But that's despicable, right? Like that, like if we're gonna go around the world and saying like, oh, we're this, we're that, we're the number one, we're this, we're amazing. This should never happen. We should never have our soldiers in a food line. We should never have our soldiers in a food line waiting for hours, wrapped around the block. I don't know the details of the situation. I don't know the details of that food bank, that food line, but I've seen food lines. I see food banks all the time. Over by the football field, they have food banks where people come, and it's a beautiful thing because it's fruits, vegetables for the people. But damn, like it would be a mind fuck if I was driving by and I saw a bunch of our military dudes in camo in uniform lined up for the food bank. That's a snapshot. What up, Breezy? Ace Boy 909, Dino. What up, man? Ace Boy, super chat. Good morning, Big Rios. What we on for today, bruh? Just pointing out like hypocrisies and shit that don't sit right with me, which shouldn't sit right with anybody, is our soldiers that really do put their life on the line and answer the call, sitting in a food line. Like, and this is just on the heels of Trump and our Secretary of Defense talking to our generals about the standards that they need to have, about being in shape and talking this way and looking this way. You want to talk about optics and the way things look? This looks horrible. This looks bad. You want to talk about how things look? You want to talk about how things look in the optics? That is a bad optics. That's a bad look. Like, whether you agree with the military or war or anything, the women and men that join should never have to do that. Never. Never should have to do that. I told y'all when I was an EMT and I would take guys to the guys and girls, men and women, to the VA, and the people that was just sitting in the waiting room that didn't have a EMT or medical personnel with them, sitting in those rooms, they would be sitting in those rooms all day. I would drop my person off, talk to the nurse, talk to the people, like, okay, this is what's going on, this is the vital signs, this is what the appointment's about. I'll be back when you guys call and text and say he's done. 3 hours later, they call me. We go pick him up. The same people that was waiting in the seats is in the same seat, waiting, ain't been talked to the point where I had to start advocating for them. Like, hey, have you been seen? Has anybody talked to you? Like, nah, I just been sitting here since before you got here, 2 hours before you got here. And then I would have to, like, hey man, who they waiting for? Why they sitting out here and nobody's talking to them? Have you even checked on them to see what's wrong and why they here? Oh, such and such. Like, nah, that's not cool. I'm already came and picked my guy up. Y'all ain't even talked to them in that time? I've heard from people say that it's gotten better, but when I was dealing with it, it was bad. Like, nah, man, I'm going to advocate for these dudes and these men and women that fought for our country. I'm going to advocate for them. I don't care if you are burnt out or tired and don't feel like dealing with people. It's your job to deal with them. It's why you're here, is to deal with the veterans. Damn, Cali Bags, your cousin just got sent to Turkey for 3 years? My cousin just re-enlisted, or no, not re-enlisted, signed up for more years. I don't even know what that's called. It might be re-enlisted, but yeah, he's going to be like at 15 years by the time you're done. But certain things should be off limits. That's all I'm saying. That was the point of all this, was just to say certain things should be off limits. And why don't we put in some repercussions for these senators, these governors that are representation of the people? Some repercussions for them when they can't come to agreement and it's so bad you have to shut the government down. There should be some repercussions for that shit. People out here struggling. And sometimes, like, if you're not in the struggle, if you're not really struggling, like, it's not firsthand hitting you. Sometimes we could remove ourselves from that shit. Like, we could remove ourselves from that pain or that stress or that pressure of not being able to provide for your family because, oh, I provide. I never have an issue providing for my family. Yeah, but that's your story. You have no problem providing. It's a lot of people that do. It's a lot of people out here that if they miss a check, it is crucial to their livelihood. When they say living from check to check, that shit is serious. People are 1 to 2 checks away from having to steal from the grocery store. Oh, let me let the contractor in. My bad, you guys. Hold on.
Ghetto cafe in the building, steam rising from the stove. We switching lanes, they don't want it, they just pose for the smoke. If it's about that coffee, we got the roast and the toast. Shots fired from the French press, let it drip slow and boast. Mornings on the west, sun low, but the grind stay woke. Ghetto cafe, steam in the breeze. Cruising through dreams with a mug and some peace. No drama, just cream, we deliver with ease. On the coast where the light never leaves.
Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. Coffee with Rios, pour it up slow. Steam in the city while the sun lay low. Coffee with Rios, starting the show. Sip real smooth, let the wisdom flow. No drama, just
My bad. My bad, y'all. My bad. I'm back. Every morning I forget to put the dog up and have the gate open. My bad. That's what that break was about. What up, Mop Whack? I see you. But shout out to all of us out here trying to be the best us, you know what I mean? Like trying to be a blessing in other people's lives. But we have to talk out and advocate for the things that we see that we disagree with, that we think is wrong. We have to go out there and express that. Like express what you disagree with, what you think is not right, what is unacceptable. But that's not just in politics, that's in our lives. That's in the people that we see in the world. You go out here, you see somebody being mistreated, or you see somebody that is struggling or suffering, extend a helping hand, man. Be the change that we want to see in the world. Like be the change that we demand of everybody else. If we demand somebody to be better, I demand that this person, like, hey, treat your kids better. Or why don't you stop buying yourself all these flashy clothes and all this shit while your kid is out here struggling and hungry and this shit. Be that change. Have that effect in the world. Like, nah, man, like, okay, let me pick up where this person's slacking off, or let me say something about it. Because when people see that you notice their wrongdoings, they'll go a long time with getting away with murder. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Ain't nobody tripping. Oh shit, ain't nobody tripping. I'm getting away with being a piece of shit. Oh, I could be a piece of shit. Nobody cares. But when you call them out on their behavior and say, hey, I noticed such and such, such and such. I noticed this. Hey, what's going on here and here? They don't like being called out. People be knowing that they're doing wrong. People know that they're doing wrong, but it's because it's unchecked. Like, yeah, I could be this way. No one's going to say nothing. I can get away with this. Nah, I saw you. I see you. Hey, man, I see you could be better at this. Why are you doing this? People don't like being checked. People don't like being seen. Nah, I see you. I see you on some bullshit. Shout out to all y'all, man. The Plug Up Media. What's going on? We in here. We just talking about some stuff, man. And I really appreciate y'all because it gives me the opportunity to express myself and to share how I feel about certain things and what I see. And like right now, like, yeah, like there's an attack on religion. There's an attack on religion, but religion's representation is horrible. All of them. Every representation of what they say is amazing. What their religion is. Oh, I'm this because of this. But your representation of what you say you believe is horrible. And is that a purposeful thing? Are they making it look ugly? Are they making it look like that because they want people to turn away from God? Like, yeah, let's platform and promote this. Let's promote this behavior, platform these people, because we want people to lose trust and have doubt in God. And these people that are on the cameras, the people that have the attention. They have the attention. They have the attention. They have the cameras. They have the ears. They have the eyes. And their display of what they do, the demos that they put on, are pushing people away. Like, why would I want to do anything with that when you say you're a Christian and you support this? You're a Christian and you supporting genocide. You a Jewish person and you're supporting genocide. Or are you not talking out against it? Why would I ever want to be a part of what your religion is when you're not even talking against atrocities in the world that are plain as day? Why would I want to be a Muslim if you guys are doing this and this and that? The representation looks horrible. What's promoted, is it propaganda and it's purposely being done so people can turn away from religions? I don't care. Buddhist, this and that, whatever. Name it all. Hindu. Why would somebody come to y'all religion if this is what's on demo? If this is your display of what it is, you giving a crown, the crown Torah to Trump, when this fool is throwing kids in jail, arresting kids, zip tying kids. Which brings me to something that was like a good conversation. You guys know NLE Chopper. He had a sit down with Kirk Franklin, Jonathan Majors, and some other brother, but it was a good conversation.
But going to church isn't the solution, man.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you, King. Yeah. I'm sharing with you what you're walking into. Yeah. What's happening at the table is that for a lot of us, let's call it what it is, religious trauma. Yeah. What we're dealing with a lot at this table is because we have had people make us feel bad.
You know why though? It's a thing where you have us here as people, you have God, and then this is what happened. We got to go through all these different things to get primarily the source. Primarily the source. You know what I have a problem with? One of the things I have a problem with, and it may be controversial. A lot of people may say this and may say that. I don't like, let me say it in a manner. But going to church isn't the solution to where it's extremely intelligent. Let me think on it. In Christianity, it's a thing where people praise the Son more than they praise the Father. And that's what I don't like.
Okay.
Because if we are man made in a likeness, Jesus is our brother. You get what I'm saying? Why would I drop down and praise my brother instead of praising my father? And that goes back to honoring your parents.
I just gotta say something.
What?
Have you read the Bible?
I read the Bible. I listen to the Bible. I receive from source straight.
I would say read it again.
Sir.
Let me ask you a question, right, Jack?
Where it's extremely.
So that's not an answer.
Intelligent. Let me think on it.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's the turn off for these young people, this new generation. Like, you can't say, what I will tell you is you read it wrong, read it again. That's wrong. Talk to me. Talk to me. Give me the guidance. Give me the wisdom. Don't tell me and cutting me off also, saying what I would say. Don't cut me off as if you have some good point and that you're about to help me get an answer to these questions that I have. I'm at this table. I'm NLE Chopper. I'm at this table talking to these older brothers, older gentlemen, because I want some answers. And I have some questions. Don't cut me off and say, hold on. This is what I'll tell you. This is what I'll tell you. Have you read the Bible? Yeah, I've read the Bible. I've read this and that. I keep reading it. Well, read it again. What? Read it again? What do you mean? Why read it again? I'm gonna have to look at this and what is that called? Den of Kings. While press play while discussing religion and other chopper. This cause chime in and encourage the rapper to reread the Bible. Because I get what NLE Chopper is saying. I understand exactly what he's saying. Why do I have to jump through these hoops and do all this and jump through this and jump through that when you guys say man is imperfect? Y'all say man, fear no man, trust no man. Why do I have to go through all these men and trust them and talk to them and have them baptize me and do this and this and that? But y'all said trust no man. I got to do all that, give my money here and there. It's a whole bunch of questions that go on. But what I would say is, oh, volume is low. Hold on. Watch me forget my point. Damn, volume is low. Why nobody said nothing? Volume was hella low, my bad. I forgot my point. I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen. My shit is so messed up. Was saying, dang it. He was reading the Bible and told them to read the Bible. Jonathan Majors told him to read the Bible. This young man is coming to them. Dang, I forgot what I was saying. But help this young dude. Help give him answers. Help him. Tell him what you did, how you saw the truth. Like, don't say, go read it again. I can't stand people who keep information. If it's important to you for me to get this information, give it to me. Don't send me out on some wild goose chase. Don't send me out on a wild goose chase. I'm here trying to receive some knowledge and understanding. The fact that I'm here being open, vulnerable, this is the gap. This is the division between generations and shit. Like, hey, man, that's not how you talk to a young man seeking some advice. You open your heart, you open your arms, and you welcome him in and say, hey, whether you choose this or not, I'm going to share with you what I do know, and leading with love. I'm going to lead with love, not with opinion and judgment. Oh, someone put a good point in there. That's a great response. It's only one. This girl right here, only one race. She said, NLE said nothing. No. Nothing wrong. He's listening to them, but they are listening to respond to him. He's listening to them, but they're listening to respond to him. Address what he's talking about. Address his doubt. Because shit, I don't know everything. That's a great question. That's a great question. Let's look into that. I'm going to have to come back. All right, let's see. Do you know the answer to that, Kirk? What? The Den of Kings. Damn, that looks, I'm going to have to look that up. That's probably a great. Damn. What network is Den of Kings on? Kirk Franklin introduces new YouTube series, Den of Kings. It's a new shit I'm going to have to pay attention to.
The conversation that as black men that we're not having across the country is how do we protect and save the health of our minds?
The worst place a man can be left is left alone with his thoughts.
Yes, sir.
Who's that, Big Daddy Kane?
My mental fitness, my physical fitness, my spiritual fitness, these things I cherish.
Black men I've been around, they fighting to even try to make. They used to be 18. Now it's really like 16, 15.
She never weaponized my vulnerability.
That right.
And I think, I'm not even a tough street dude or anything like that, but I also never wanted to appear weak in front of my wife.
I find myself most happy just with my kids though.
Oh shoot, I didn't even see Ray J. Somebody says you got to watch the whole thing because they clipped it for views. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can go. Dude, they got a section in here, self-harm, survival, and choose help on humiliation, shame, and rebuilding. fighting the dark space and dealing with grief. The missing medicine, affection. Oh man, this might be a good. Because the thing is, what I will say is that I like to hear and listen to people that have been through some shit, have been through the fire. Kirk Franklin's is in the fire, been in the fire. It's still low? It's still low? Or it's good? Kirk Franklin's been through the fire, been accusations, troubles with his son, troubles in marriage, troubles with corn. I think he has a corn thing. Ray J, his issues. In Elite Chopper, his issues. Kev on stage, his marriage, his shit. And then Jonathan Majors on the big screen going through his shit, court cases and this and that. Those are the people I like to hear and listen to because your shit is on display. Your shit is out there for everybody to judge. You've been through it. I'm not just talking to somebody who's just squeaky clean and ain't been through the fire. Like, how you gonna help me? What was you going through that was difficult in your shit? Oh, well, shit, I had a good life. But this is what the Bible say. This is what the Quran say. This is what the Torah say. The Kabbalah, this and that. This is what that say. Okay, that's what that say. But what did you say when you had doubt? What did you say when you was struggling? What did you do when you was doubting God or doubting religion? Or what did you do when you turned on your people and everybody turned on you? How did you get through that shit? Now let's talk. I'll talk to you like what? Not somebody who has not been through nothing. Not saying that somebody who's not been through anything traumatic or major don't have any value. I'm just saying that's who I like to listen to and talk to because you had some tools. Something guided you. Something broke you. Why did you cheat on your wife? What was it about your relationship or what was it in your relationship that caused you to cheat? Or what sent you towards corn? Was it the lack of passion in your relationship? Or was it your doubt in yourself? What was it? Or why did you go to jail? Why was you messing with this white woman or hitting this white woman? Why were you abusive? What caused you to be abusive? How could you get so mad? Like those are the things, those are the conversations that are valuable of people who's been through the shit. Yeah, they didn't answer it properly. I don't know where that question was at.
It's deep. The industry's deep.
I want to see
it's
if I can find it.
It's a place to be, you know what I'm saying? Because
street. So sometimes we come to God and we always praying for things, praying for signs.
Does anybody know where that section is?
Watch. Yeah, there were times when I'm recently married, but there were times when me and my girlfriend, me and my fiance, and now me and my wife, there were times when
oh man, I gotta watch this.
we never spoke about it, but she never left me alone, and I never let myself be alone, because we had spoken about that.
I mean, we all aware of the war.
Now this, I'm so excited right now. This is the shit I've been looking for. Imperfect people trying to get it right. Calling each other out, disagreeing, having these conversations. This is the shit I've been looking for, y'all. This is the kind of shit that I aspire to. I haven't had an example for myself of like what type of shit that I want to do or what path am I taking? But it's these conversations, this kind of setting. This is what I want. It's what I want to talk about and what I want to do. Damn, finally found one. If you guys have any other suggestions, because I've been trying to not compare myself, but describe what it is I'm trying to do with my podcast, what I'm trying to do with Syndicate, Imperfect Perspective. and what I'm trying, and I haven't had any like really comparison or example, like, you know, like this, like what they do here, where I could try to emulate or they have a blueprint of what I'm trying to do. So if you guys have any other things that are like this is similar to what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to be a Bible thumping on people's head and just hitting them over the head with the Bible, but these kind of conversations, these kind of things. Five black men sitting at a table having a discussion with patience, with disagreement, with agreement, with advice, with trials and tribulations, failures and successes. That's the shit I need to see. I wish I could go to where him and Jonathan Major. Let me see.
Scene, right? So that's a lot of experience, right? But I'm 42, Kirk 55. There's certain things that I'm gonna give you a silly example. I'm gonna give you a silly example. Have you heard of Labubus?
Labubus?
Yeah, the little.
That's where the 22 come in at. No.
Okay, so Labubu. No, it's happening now. Labubus are little like stuffed animals, and my niece is like 9. It is the biggest thing in her world.
Yes. Yeah, feminine too. Feminine on the 5th dimensional level with receiving, stillness, trust, and just allowing things to happen and flow within a life. And just, you know, the balance. We're unbalanced. As black men, we want to always do. That's the masculine. Not the feminine, not this. Feminine is receiving, stillness, trust, faith. Masculine is just the power and the act of doing. Once we start to create balance in that area, that's when black men, we become more polished. But the war is that information like that is not groomed to us from yay high. You know what I'm saying? Even, that's you know, good. And brother, I don't even want it to be a misconception like I'm not understanding what you went through. I don't want you to feel in no way, shape, form disrespected. No, I don't. And, you know, I feel like everyone on this table is the utmost love. Great job, King. Understood. Yeah. But, man, one thing that I started to learn and I never understood why in science this stuck with me so much. It's the energy cannot die, can only be transferred. Now, that's my perspective, right? I'm not saying that's how you should apply it to your life. But I can say, man, my grandfather died of cancer when I was like 8 or 9 years old. It scarred me to a point to where I used to be scared to go to sleep. I didn't even understand what cancer was. I thought I was gonna go to sleep and just die in my sleep. I saw my grandfather dead at 8, 9. That was my first dead body.
And I'm gonna go watch that. I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna support that. But you know, when I first knew NLE Chopper was on some other stuff, it was about his health. He was like being like health conscious about what he was eating and putting into his body. I think he was talking about, and this was a while ago, where he's talking about the body is the temple, don't put poison in your body, and this and that, this and that. And he's always been, from when I first saw him, I didn't know him through his music or anything like that. You know, I don't know music that well or that good, but how I got to, like, saw him, he was talking about health and being healthy. Where's my phone? What's up, baby? Oh, okay. All right, love you. Bye. I got 5 more minutes. I gotta take my son somewhere. But that's how I was introduced to NLE Chopper. And he's super young, man. And it had hit me. And I told myself, I was like, damn, this dude is gonna be somebody. He don't got the answers yet, but his mind is in the place where it's open to accepting the truths. Like, he's seeking. He was in a place, what I realized, it's like, oh, he's in a place he's seeking. He's trying to find the answers and trying to be better. Let me see, how old is NLE Chopper? JJ, you ready? 22 years old. God bless that young man. God bless the young man and his path that he's on and trying to find it and sitting down at a table of counsel Look at the table he's sitting at. Look at the brothers that he's at a table with, sitting with, talking to, sharing openly, vulnerably, and saying, I may not be right, and I'm not trying to offend you. I'm not trying to disregard or diminish and be dismissive or minimize your situation, but this is what I believe feminine energy, masculine energy ain't got shit to do with this and that. Oh, damn. Let's go. Dope shit. I needed to see that this morning. I needed to see that. I wanted to bring that up so that you guys can see that part about him just questioning, like having to jump through hoops to get to a place, but it's way more than that. I can't wait to watch it. But I got to get out of here, guys. It's a short morning this morning. I got to handle some business with my son, and it's all love all the time. I have so much shit to talk about. I wanted to talk about the LA rappers, talking about the rappers don't go past the West Coast or they don't go get out of California. I wanted to talk about the podcast shit and podcasts not being recognized or podcasts not moving the needle. Damn it. I wanted to talk about all that shit because I have a good outlook and a good point about all that shit and what's not being talked about. Like we're talking about this low level shit, low level energy, low level shit of disagreements. We're in the energy of disagreements. All this shit is energy of disagreements. Deception of disagreements. Like, I disagree with you, so I'm going to yell here. I'm going to yell there. This is that, this is that. Let's bring this shit to this. Where is the building? Besides the energy of disagreements, where's the build? Where's the name of that show is called King of Dens. Den of Kings. Nay, I'm gonna drop it in here right for you. Den of Kings. Let me see. It's on Kirk Franklin's page. How many episodes does he have? Hold on. Den of Kings, 4 episodes. I'm gonna drop the playlist in the chat. Because we're in the place where if your disagreements gets you views. Me being against what you say is gonna create discord of high, like low level energy of you're wrong. It's like, damn, is that what we do? Is that what we disagree? That we disagree even on this little shit? Even this little minute level of shit we disagree and we can't get on the same page with this little shit? No wonder. Y'all talking about the West Coast this, the West Coast that. No fucking wonder. No wonder. There's no fucking unity. I disagree with you and I disagree with you. So I'm right, you're wrong. I'm right. That's all that matters. I'm right. And this is dismissive, minimizing, marginalizing our own people. What is the building block? What is the solution? What is this? The complaint, disagreements. Responding back in the comment section and this and that. Look, like we talking bad about it, but we look even better talking about it. We talking bad about the situation and what it is, but even in talking about it, we look even weaker. We look even whacker as we discuss it. As we have discord about it, we look whacker. Not only is the situation whack, but the discourse is whack. The position is whack. Like, damn, the discussion on some shit needs some attention, needs some help. The discussion is bullshit. Like, damn, but I got that much on it. I got to go because I got to get with JJ. Shout out to all of y'all. Ghetto Cafe, stand up. I'm sorry I only could do how long did we do? Only could do an hour and a half because I got to take my son somewhere. Ghetto Cafe, all love, all the time. This is the Wake Up Show, Coffee with Rios, #1 morning show in the whole wide world, Craig. Whole wide world. Coolest, chillest, coldest chat in the whole wide world, Craig. We got to get to a place, man, where we're not involving ourselves with low energy shit. If you spend 2 hours talking about, I'm not even gonna say 2 hours. If you spend the majority of your time talking about low level people that don't matter, and that's your source, that's your energy, this is what I spend most of my time doing, it's gonna affect you. It's gonna have an effect on you. What's the point of talking about these people? What's the purpose of doing this? What's the purpose? Is it to wake people up and guide them into a direction? Like, don't be like this because of this. This is a teaching moment. Are we just using this because it's going to get us views? This person's name, this person's face, that's going to get me views. But how is it building you? How is it adding value to your life? How is it nourishing your soul, your spirit? What are we pointing out and what are we focusing on? You doing more promotion for them than they are themselves. You promoting them more than you promoting yourself. You promoting that negative shit more than you promote yourself. You doing more for them than they do for themselves. But because it keeps you with the attention is a disease. The attention is a disease. That clout that I need people to pay attention to me. I need this for recognition. I need this validation. It's a sickness. What's the bigger picture here? What is better about you than what you're being right now? What's the best thing about you? What's the best about you? When you're not digging in the dirt, what are you looking for in the dirt? You pointing out how dirty dirt is? Damn, this dirt's dirty. Look at how dirty this dirt is. Yeah, nigga, dirt is dirty. You ain't telling nobody nothing. That ain't nothing new. This villain's a villain. Look at this villaining. We better than that. We better than that. But sometimes numbers help people go to their lower self. It ain't worth it to me because I got to do this. I got to build this. I got to do that. We all have to be better, including myself. I have to be better. I spend time talking about Trump. That's low level, low energy, but that dude is affecting our life. Every day you're going to point out that dirt is dirty? Oh man, this garbage is garbage. Look at this garbage being garbage. You ain't no better than that? You ain't better than that? And you're elevated. I know all of us are elevated and intelligent and smart and can do great things. But you trapped in the circle of rinse and repeat, recycle, rinse and repeat. Talk about garbage. Talk about garbage. You talk about garbage so much, you become garbage. Got stuck talking about that shit, man. My bad. I got to get my son up out of here. But it's all love, you guys. This is the Wake Up Show. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment if you feel like it. If you don't, you don't. It's all good. It's all love all the time. God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. Let's keep putting our best foot forward. Let's be productive. Let's focus on us. Let's not focus on numbers and views. Let's just focus on building the right way. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Let's not compromise. Let's not sacrifice our integrity, our morals, our ethics for nothing. It's God or nothing. It's God or nothing. That's it. It's productive or it's nothing. Shout out to y'all, man. I'm out of here. It's all love all the time, man. Ghetto Cafe. Love y'all. Coffee Crew. Love y'all, man. This is the Wake Up Show. Coffee with Rios, the #1 morning show in the whole wide world. Craig. It's a short show today. Sorry. I got to handle business. Boom.
Ghetto Cafe in the building, steam rising from the stove. We switching lanes, they don't want it, they just pose for the smoke. If it's about that coffee, we got the roast and the toast. Shots fired from the French press, let it drip slow and boast. Mornings on the west, sun low, but the grind stay woke. Ghetto Cafe, steam in the breeze, cruising through dreams with a